It was Imenti Central MP Gitobo Imanyara's move to seek a ruling from the Speaker on whether it was constitutional for MPs to debate a list of nominees that he claimed had been constituted unconstitutionally that stirred up the storm.
Speaker, because you have given communications from the chair on the need for the implementation of the Constitution in the manner provided for in the Constitution, I'm standing to seek your directions on how we should proceed in this regard, Mr. Speaker, bearing in mind, Mr. Speaker, the provisions of Standing Order number 47B, which, Mr. Speaker, forbade the bringing into this House of any motions or any laws or any bills that are contrary to the Constitution.
The debate thereafter openly displayed a divided executive, pitting the Prime Minister against the Vice President, who spoke in defense of President Kibaki. Kalonzo outlined the attempts Kibaki made to have the Premier read from the same script as himself before going public with the names last Friday.
At 6 p.m., the State House Comptroller called the Prime Minister for the President to speak to him in Addis Ababa. Mr. Karoli Omondi actually answered the Prime Minister's phone. After consulting, Mr. Karoli Omondi said the Prime Minister was busy and would call back after 1.5 hours. It must have been the time he was actually reporting, hopefully.
I was not informed, Mr. Speaker, that anybody wanted to talk to me. But, Mr. Speaker, when I went out of the room to go and have some refreshments, I was confronted by a battery of journalists asking me if I was consulted about the appointments.
Who between the President and the Prime Minister is telling the country the truth? That is actually the issue.
Until later on, I was told that the President had appointed, in consultation with the Prime Minister, and appointed not Justice Paul Kihara Kariuki, but Justice Vishram, and not Mr. Fedo Jambo, but Mr. Gio Megai as the Attorney General. So, Mr. Speaker, at that point I said, when we discussed with the Honorable Executive the President, those two names never appeared anywhere. And, Mr. Speaker, I'm prepared to swear those two names never appeared.
Having listened to both sides, the MPs voiced their opinions.
Both of them confirm that there was consultation.
Point of order, point of order.
Prime Minister
point of order.
Himself.
Prime Minister has been very categorical that in two of those positions there was no consultation. I shall not be intimidated. There was no consultation.
They must not, these two gentlemen must not have the liberty to bring their cronies to us. The Judicial Service Commission must give us the names, and then all they do is to pick from a predetermined basket.
The Judicial Service Commission has absolutely no role to play in the appointment of the Chief Justice during this transition period.
And therefore, Mr. Speaker, I therefore insist that this process was done unconstitutionally and need to be nullified, and that we start afresh, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Sylvia Chebet, Citizen Live at 9.